Hi students and friends, welcome to the channel Learn and Teach by Ayaz. In this video lesson, I will talk about specimen paper 2 for IGCSE 0620, which will start from 2023 and onwards. So let's begin the video lesson. Let's start with the instructions of this paper 2, which will be followed from 23 and onwards. The paper will be of 45 minutes. You must answer on the multiple choice answer sheet. You will need multiple choice answer sheet, which will be provided to you. Soft clean eraser, soft pencil, type B or HB is recommended. So here are the instructions. There are 40 questions on this paper. Answer all questions. For each question, there are 4 possible answers, A, B, C, and D. Choose the one you consider correct and record your choice in soft pencil on the multiple choice answer sheet. Follow the instructions on the multiple choice answer sheet. Write in soft pencil. Write your name, center number, and candidate number on the multiple choice answer sheet in the spaces provided, unless this has been done for you. Do not use correction fluid. Do not write on any barcodes. You may use a calculator. Information. The total mark for this paper is 40. Each correct answer will score 1 mark, which means there won't be any kind of deduction in this paper. Any rough working should be done on this question paper. The periodic table is printed in the question paper. The last paper page will be of periodic table. Number 1. A gaseous substance is slowly cooled and the temperature recorded every second. The results are shown on the graph. We have A, B, C, D. At which point is the substance a solid? So if you will start from the gas state, so this A must be gas state, because here the temperature is rising. If you cool down the gas state, first will change to gas into liquid state. So you have both gas and liquid state at point B. The reason is that the temperature is not changing. That's why you have the two states coexisting at this temperature. At C, you will have only one state, that will be liquid. So D should be liquid plus solid. So obviously the answer will be D for this question. A gas is released at point Q in the apparatus shown. This is point Q and this is damp universal indicator paper. Which gas changes the color of the damp universal indicator paper most quickly? So if you look at the choices, you have ammonia, carbon dioxide, chlorine, and hydrogen. Ammonia changes the color of damp universal indicator paper because it's alkaline in nature. Carbon dioxide is acidic in nature. It will also change the color of the indicator paper. Chlorine bleaches. Hydrogen does not have any effect on the universal indicator paper. Now we'll see the MR of these gases. Ammonia having the lowest MR, so it means ammonia should be the right choice. So these all are incorrect. So we are left with only choice A. 3. Which statement describes the bonding in sodium chloride? Sodium chloride is ionic compound. So let's see all the choices. A, a shared pair of electrons between two atoms, leading to a noble gas configuration. We don't have sharing between sodium and chlorine because sodium is a metal and chlorine is a non-metal, and ionic bonding does not involve any kind of sharing between two atoms. A strong force of attraction between oppositely charged ions. In sodium chloride, we'll definitely have oppositely charged ions, and there must be strong force of attraction between oppositely charged ions. So this looks correct answer to me. So let's circle this. Now let's check the other choices. A strong force of attraction between two molecules. You can't have molecules here. You have ions. So this is also wrong. D, a weak force of attraction between oppositely charged ions. We don't have any weak force. It must be strong force. So this is also wrong. Number 4, the lead in a pencil is made of a mixture of graphite and clay. When the percentage of graphite is increased, the pencil moves across the paper more easily. Which statement explains this observation? When pencil moves paper more easily, it means it does not experiences more force of friction. It must have good lubricating property. So answer must be related to the lubricating property of graphite. So let's see the choices. Choice A, graphite has a high melting point. This doesn't make any sense. So this is wrong. B, graphite is a form of carbon. Again, this doesn't make any sense. Graphite is a lubricant. This looks correct answer to me. Let's see the last choice. Graphite is a non-metal. Again, this doesn't make any sense. So C will be the right answer. 5. Which statement about metals is not correct? This is a statement about metals. So let's see all these statements. A, they conduct electricity because delocalized electrons can move throughout the metal. This looks right to me. B, they consist of layers of atoms that can slide over each other. This is also correct. C, they have a giant lattice of oppositely charged ions in a sea of delocalized electrons. This is wrong because there is a giant lattice, but it contains positive charged ions in a sea of delocalized electrons. It's not oppositely charged ions. Let me draw the structure of metal ions in metallic bonding. This will be like this. So you have positive ions. You don't have any oppositely charged ions. D, they have a giant lattice of positive ions in a sea of delocalized electrons. This is also correct. So we are left with only one choice, which is C. C is the right answer. 6. Aqueous iron 3 sulfate and aqueous sodium hydroxide react to give a precipitate of iron 3 hydroxide and a solution of sodium sulfate. What is the balanced symbol equation for this reaction? First of all, write down the formula for iron 3 sulfate. The charge on iron is +3. We know the charge on sulfate ion, which is -2. So ignore their charges. Now these will be subscripts, and subscripts will be exchanged. So the formula will be Fe2SO4 whole thrice. So all these formulas are correct for Fe2SO4 whole thrice. The formula for sodium hydroxide is also correct because the charge on sodium ion is +1, OH is -1. So the ratio will be 1:1. You will have NaOH. What about the product obtained? The formula for the product will be for iron 3 hydroxide will be this. OH will carry -1 charge, ignoring their charges. FeOH whole thrice. So again, these all formulas are correct. Sodium sulfate, Na +1, sulfate -2. So it will be Na2SO4. Now let's see the balanced chemical equation. The product will be FeOH whole thrice, but there are two atoms of Fe on the reactant side. So automatically A and B are wrong. A and B are wrong because in both the answers you have only 1 mole of Fe on the product side, which is FeOH whole thrice. So this is wrong. Now we are left with C and D. Either C is correct or D is correct. We will also look at the formula for the sodium sulfate formed on the product side. If you look at the formula for iron 3 sulfate, so on the reactant side, it should be Fe2SO4 whole thrice. There must be 3 moles of sulfate ion. So on the product side, you must have 3 moles of sulfate ion. So this looks correct to me, C. So D is also wrong. Now count the number of atoms on reactant and product side. We have 2 atoms of iron on reactant side. On the product side, it's also 2. Sulfate ion is 3. Product side, sulfate ion is again 3. Sodium is 6 moles on the reactant side. On the product side, 3 multiplied by 2, 6 moles. This is also correct. What about the OH? It should be 6 moles on the product side. If you will multiply 2 by 3 on the product side, you will get 6 moles of OH negative ion. So C will be the right answer. Which information is needed to calculate the relative atomic mass of an element? It is related to the isotopes. So you must have isotopes in your answer. And for isotopes, the number of nucleon is different, which results in different number of mass or mass number. So we have only one choice here, which will be correct. C should be the right answer because in A, they are saying total number of protons and neutrons in the most abundant isotope. This information is not enough. So this is wrong. B, the nucleon numbers and the total number of isotopes. This will also not help us. We are left with the mass number and the abundance of each isotope. Abundance means percentage of each isotope. So this will be the right answer. I will see the D for your convenience. The atomic number and abundance of each isotope. Atomic number tells us the number of protons. So again, this is wrong. So C will be the right answer. 8. The equation for the reaction between sodium carbonate and excess dilute hydrochloric acid is shown. Na2CO3 plus 2HCl gives 2NaCl plus H2O gives CO2. When 26.5 gram of sodium carbonate reacts with excess dilute hydrochloric acid, what is the maximum volume of carbon dioxide produced? For this, we need the moles of carbon dioxide. We have the mass of sodium carbonate given. Let's calculate the MR of sodium carbonate first. You have 2 atoms of sodium. So you will multiply 2 by 23. You will get 46. 46 will be the MR of sodium. 3 multiplied by 16 for oxygen. 48 will be for oxygen. So you'll add 46 plus 12 for carbon plus 48 for sodium, 106. So we will divide 26.5 by 106. 26.5 divided by 106, which will be 0.25 moles. So we have 1 mole producing 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So there must be 0.25 moles of carbon dioxide. Now let's calculate the volume of carbon dioxide, we know that at RTP, there must be 24 dm cube of the gas. So you'll multiply 0.25 by 24. 0.25 multiplied by 24. So 6 will be the right answer. So this is the right choice. A volumetric pipette is used to measure 25 centimeter cube of 2 mole per dm cube aqueous sodium hydroxide into a conical flask. A burette is filled with dilute sulfuric acid. This is burette. And this is conical flask. The equation for the reaction is shown. 2NOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. The reaction requires 50 centimeter cube of dilute sulfuric acid to reach the end point. What is the concentration of dilute sulfuric acid in mole per dm cube? You know the formula? Just M1 V1 by N1 is equal to M2 V2 by N2. The reaction is given. For this reaction, 2 NaOH plus H2SO4. If N will be the moles for N1 will be the moles for sodium hydroxide, then N2 will be the moles for H2SO4. V1 volume for sodium hydroxide, M1 number of moles per dm cube for sodium hydroxide, V2 volume for H2SO4, M2 mole per dm cube for H2SO4. Now what will be provided in this question? Number of moles of sodium hydroxide is given. Yes, it's 2. Volume of sodium hydroxide is 25 centimeter cube. Mole per dm cube for sodium hydroxide should be 2 mole per dm cube. Number of moles per dm cube for H2SO4 should be 1. Volume for H2SO4 is 50. And we need to find the M2. So if you rearrange the equation, so you will get this M2 is equal to M1 V1 by N1 multiply by N2 by V2. So M1 will be 2 moles, volume 25, N2 will be 1, N1 will be 2, V2 will be 50. So 2 will be cancelled out. 25 1 times, 50 2 times. So 1 by 2, which is equal to 0.5 mole per dm cube. This will be the correct answer for this question. Thanks for watching. Press like, share my videos. For more videos, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon.